All right, let me get rid of this camera real quick because I messed up on that. All right. Okay. So, Valentine's Day is coming up, Seth.
Yeah,
You doing anything for it?
I
Doing anything
did
for your wife?
everything
Oh, you already
tonight
did
with
it?
her. Yeah, I did it today with my wife. We both have the day off, so
Oh, hell yeah. What'd you do?
I took her out to brunch, and then we went to TJ Maxx and looked around, and then I took her to get pedicures. So
Hell yeah.
yeah,
Man, taking his girl to get a pedicure.
that's right. I joined though because they feel really good. So yeah.
I don't like the way they, like, the bottom of my feet feel afterwards.
See, I love that. I don't like how like ticklish my feet are, and they
Oh,
try
I
to
hate
scrub
that.
like right where my arch is, and it fucking tickles. Like, I feel like I'm gonna like judo kick one of them in the face. You
Oh,
know?
bro, I hate being tickled. I want to, like, hit him when I'm tickled. I'm like, don't touch me. Don't touch me.
Yeah, no kidding.
But, all right.
You
So
got any plans for the big V Day?
I want to. But to be honest, these bills are kicking my booty.
Oh yeah, I bet.
Like, I'm struggling on those right now. Um, but I want to do something. I will figure something out.
Yeah,
Even if it's something little. Figure something out.
yeah.
Can't say too much
Sometimes
about it because I got
sometimes
someone
the little,
over here.
yeah, yeah, right. Sometimes the little ideas are sometimes the better ones. So
So, but oh yeah. I got some little things girls do, like ideas they got for Valentine's Day next to me.
okay.
When I stop dying here. So, hubby tumbler. It's a cup, like you know that.
Like the Stanley Cup
Yeah,
thing.
it's like the Stanley Cup, but it says
Okay.
hubby on it with a crown on a bee.
Uh, I wouldn't. I mean, that'd be kind of cool, I guess, but I don't know. Is it like the bejeweled stuff, like the back pocket of buckle jeans and shit? It just says hubby on it.
Yeah, it just says hubby.
Oh,
That's
okay.
it. Nothing
That'd be
fancy.
all right, I suppose. I have a coffee mug that says hubby on it. I think I have one that says dad.
See, I'm waiting for
I
the day. My kids give me one of those.
Yeah. Well, my wife got it for me, but yeah. One thing did happen this morning. It was funny. So, like I don't know, like it's not like the Stanley brand, but it's like the thermoses you could take your like coffee, like the metal ones or whatever.
Yeah.
So I had one that was given to me by our vault and monument company for like burial vaults and like headstones and stuff. And I've
Yeah.
had it for years. And those metal ones like are not supposed to. I don't think you're supposed to put them in the dishwasher. Well, my wife did, and it burnt like the whole logo right off of
Oh
the
my god,
yeah,
that's funny.
yeah. She's like, do you want to take coffee to go for when we go to get brunch? And I'm like, sure. And she's like, oh, I watched your thermos, and she pulls it out of the dishwasher. And I'm like, I think you fucking more than washed it. I think you almost destroyed it. It's pretty much fucking out. I can still
That's so
drink it,
funny.
but the paint's peeling off of it pretty bad.
That's so funny.
This is the same woman. I'm not gonna dog on her too much, but we got takeout one time from an Italian restaurant, and like the takeout containers they sent home are um are like
Styrofoam
the tin
ones?
foil pan.
Oh,
No, they're like the tin foil pans, so you can like
okay.
throw them in the oven and heat them up.
Oh, okay.
She fucking microwaved one, and like our fucking microwave was sparking fucking everywhere.
You know what? You know what? I can't say much on that. I had so granted I was a kid when I did this, but
Yeah,
I got toast. Like I made toast in the toaster and everything. I pulled it out and I'm like, man, this isn't toasted enough. And I know if I put it back in this toaster, it's gonna burn.
yeah.
So my dumbass puts it on a plate and throws it in the fucking microwave. What
Oh
I
god.
didn't know is if you already toast bread and throw it in the microwave, that shit will like not only burn, that one's obvious, but
Yeah.
it will actually make your microwave spark.
Oh shit.
I didn't know that until that day. So I'm like, all right, never doing that again.
Yeah,
Got
no
it.
shit. One time I made soup and I forgot I left the spoon in the bowl and I microwaved that. But I mean that was just a brain fart moment.
Yeah. Dude, I was a weird kid. There was some shit like I did with the microwave. Like, one of my favorite snacks, like, I used to love cheese sticks. Okay?
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
But here's the weird thing. I would stick it on a plate and put it in the microwave and melt it and then just eat it like that with a fork.
Like melted cheese.
Yeah. Just with a
Oh,
fork. Like, I would do
that
it in
is kinda
school,
gross.
too.
You just wanted hot cheese.
Yeah.
Like that's what you wanted. You wanted a cheese pizza without the breading or the sauce.
I just wanted to cheat.
You just wanted cheese.
It was weird as shit, bro. I did that for a few years, too.
Dude, I remember I almost caught like I caused a fire in our microwave when I was a kid because we were I was like at like some like summer camp or whatever, and it was like for science and shit. And this teacher was showing us like if you cut a grape in half and put it in the microwave and you start it, it'll spark and like you can like see like these like rainbow arches of electric current coming between each side of the grape. And I was like, oh, that's cool. So then I got home and I'm like, oh, I want to try that again. So I opened up the fridge. We had grapes. I cut one in half. What I didn't realize is like the teacher put it on a plate and did it. I put it on a paper towel. So it fucking lit the paper towel on fire.
That's
so I'm like,
funny.
oh my God, I'm going to fucking burn my house down. But I got to figure it out.
Yeah, it's so funny.
So it's like, well, summer camp's good for kids, but you know, they can also turn into an arsonist after that shit. So you got to be careful what they teach you.
Yeah, that is very true.
Yeah.
But back to Valentine.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing I have on. Sorry. Hey, yummy.
Oh, yummy.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Welcome to the freezer. So, another. You're good? I see what happened, but you good? Okay. Another idea these ladies come up with. Valentine's Day forks.
Forks?
Yep. So, you got the spikes from the fork. You got that big piece that helps you scoop everything, and then the handle. The piece that helps you scoop everything, it says, "I forking love you," with a heart with the heartbeats.
Okay.
I wouldn't do it.
I don't know, like, I mean, I guess like if you're both working on Valentine's and you like got them a lunch or something, or like packed their lunch for the next day and wrote that on their disposable fork or something.
You know,
But,
these are metal forks with that like
like
stuck in it.
metal
Yeah, these are metal
I thought
forks.
maybe they wrote it like with a Sharpie on a
Nope.
disposable fork.
These are metal forks with "I forking love you" with the heartbeat on it.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
For $9.
$9.
And apparently that's on sale.
I mean, with that, I mean, I guess like in principle, yeah, I guess it's kind of cute, but like, is that basically a decoration piece, or like, do they want you to actually use it to eat stuff with?
That's the question. Because I'm sorry, if you give me a fork, I'm gonna use it. I don't care what's on it. I'm gonna use it.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, probably.
All right.
Unless it's like the original, like old silver forks, those are worth a lot of money. You can sell those. So
Yeah, that's true.
yeah.
Unless you're like one of those people that, like, these are awesome. People that do this, fucking dope. They got it hanging, and it's like they collect, I think, like spoons or whatever. And they have all these different types of spoons and shit on it.
Okay. So like
Like-
a wind chime type thing.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, my dad used to make those. Yeah.
It's not necessarily a wind chime. Like it's actual like it's like shelves except you
Oh,
hang them,
okay. Oh, okay, gotcha.
and it's
My
like
dad.
the
Yeah.
generations of spoons and forks and shit, and how they've
Oh,
evolved.
yeah.
My grandma did with that, and it was just amazing. I was
Yeah,
always
my
interested.
dad made like spoon rings, and he would make like yard art and wind chimes and shit out of old like silverware and shit that we were gonna throw away. It were kind of
That's
cool.
awesome.
Like like I remember when he did it, like people were like, "That's kind of weird." And then like nowadays, people go to a craft fair and they'll spend like $100 on something like that. It's crazy, you know. It's
Okay,
nuts.
Valentine's gnome plush dolls.
Gnome plush dolls, so are they like the mushmallow things?
Yeah, but they're gnomes,
Gnomes.
and
Well,
they're
gnomes have
holding.
nothing to
Yeah, I don't know.
gnomes have nothing to do with Valentine's
Yeah,
Day.
I have no idea. They're
I
holding
guess
hearts.
gnomes.
One
I guess
says
they need
love,
love too.
and another one's like XOXO that it's showing, but I have no idea. Besides the heart
I don't.
part, I don't see the point.
Yeah, yeah. I don't get that. I mean, I know gnomes are kind of like a big thing for people. My wife has a bunch, but they're mainly Christmas ones. I think we have like one that just says "Be kind" or something all
Yeah,
the
that's
time.
what I mainly think of is like Christmas when with gnomes. I
Yeah,
don't know why, because they're
yeah.
not
Because
really
like
Christmas, but yeah,
elves are Christmassy.
yeah,
Gnomes are
I
like
see that.
more in your gnomes are more in your lawn. You know, like
Yeah,
lawn gnomes and
yeah.
stuff. Yeah. You know
Um,
what I always thought was stupid on Valentine's Day, even though like I get that they're kind of cute, but like the fucking like hearts, like the candies that say like "Be mine" and all that shit, like those things were so terrible. I hated them. I'm like, this
they
is great if
tasted
you like,
gross. They look dumb.
yeah. And I was always like, this is great if you like to eat chalk, which my daughter does. I bet she'll love those things. So
Oh, speaking. Hold on.
yeah, I caught my daughter like we have like one of them easel things, and like on one side it's a blackboard, and the other side it's a whiteboard, and so you can do markers or chalk. And I uh caught her just hiding behind there, and she's just biting on a piece of chalk, and I'm, what the fuck are you doing?
That's
Kids are
funny.
wild. Kids are insane,
The shit kids put in their mouth, man. I
dude.
swear. Um. All right. A dinosaur glass bottle. So it's a little bottle that would like, you know those ones for pirates where they put their notes in. It's one of
Yeah,
those itty
like
bitty bottles,
yeah, okay.
and there's a little green dinosaur in it, and it says "roar," means I love you in dinosaur.
Yeah, that's like kind of cringe. That's
Uh,
cringy, I think.
I,
Unless you're
I
into
I know you're gonna like this one. I kind of like this one. It's a T-shirt, but it says, "Sorry, this beard is taken," and it has a
Hey,
beard underneath.
yeah, like that.
Kind of like that one.
That'd be a pretty good one.
I mean, I gotta grow it more and make it more impressive, but I kind of want to get the beard or the mustache where I can just like, I won't be
Oh
that
yeah,
guy to curl it,
I can
but
probably do that. Yeah, I can. Yeah, I can. Mine's long enough, but I just don't have the wax to do it.
yeah. See, I want the whole thing like you got, the whole,
Yeah.
all the way down.
It took me a while to get this to grow in, to be honest with you. I had to shave it a bunch.
The amount that shows now is the most I've ever had,
Yeah.
and I
I
didn't
remember
touch it
when
for
I let it
years.
I remember when I first let it grow, I think I was like maybe like 19 or 20. And like it was there, but it was all like blonde hairs, so you really couldn't see it.
That's how
And then
mine's been.
and it was what really sucked is like it wasn't very coarse, so it was like the same consistency as like the hair on my head, like really feathery and,
Uh huh.
and light. And I'm like, I feel like I'm still in puberty and I need to shave this a few more times before I try to grow it out.
Dude,
It took me a long time.
so I dated one girl at in high school. She had a beard, bro, like in a mustache. Like I could see the mustache on her face more than my own.
Oh shit! So she had a lot of testosterone in her.
Yeah, and like she shaved
Oh shit!
constantly, like every day.
Oh,
I'm
she
just
shaved?
yeah, she shaved it. I'm
God,
just like, bro, how do
you
you
shouldn't have
have
done. She
more?
shouldn't have done that. She should have got it waxed.
She did that too.
Oh, okay.
But
Because
I'm,
shaving it, that just agitates your hair follicles and makes it grow back quicker and fuller.
I'm just sitting there like, you're taking my manhood.
Yeah,
You
right.
have more hair than I do, and you're also younger than I am.
Yeah, no shit.
It it was terrible. All right. Ooh, whiskey glass. It says, "Dad, I will always be your little stir financial burden."
Your little what?
Your little Searle, I think. Babe, you're gonna be in the stream for a second. I need you. What the fuck is this word? See if I can.
Is it like cursive written?
No, there's two lines in front of it.
Oh,
This word.
Little girl.
Oh, it's girl. Okay, so it says, "Dad, I will always be your little girl financial burden."
So what
Oh,
it's
that's
supposed to
cute.
do is it says, Dad, I will always be your little girl, but they crossed it out to be financial burden. So it's a joke to be like,
okay,
oh,
I
I'm
get
your
it.
little girl, but I'm your
Financial
financial burden.
Okay,
I get it.
that's cute.
I gave
Yeah,
one
I
to my
take
dad
that.
one year for Christmas and said, oh fuck, I don't remember what it was, but it was the same thing and it crossed it out and it was like your little shit or something. I also gave him a glass cup.
Yeah, I think.
Beer, like pints, glass cups.
Yeah.
That said, fuck, oh, old lives matter.
All lives matter.
And it was in like the Black Lives Matter lettering, but it said old lives matter.
Oh, jeez.
I think any present from your young kid is a delight. You know, like I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
think anything like that's cheesy, but some of these like presents that like
Can you hand me my hat?
spouses give their spouses is like my whole thing, and I think they're beautiful and everything, but the whole cliche of giving like a dozen roses, a dozen red roses to your wife on Valentine's Day, I just think that that's so been there, done that. Everybody does it, and it's just so like
See,
overused, and it's like there's no point.
one
Like
year
I
for
just
I think it was last year for Father's Day, one of my kids gave me this hat,
okay,
and then my other son, he gave me this shirt. I absolutely love this shirt. It's so it's a girl that's pretty much in a bikini, but
okay.
what's covering her is pot leaves.
Oh shit, that's
So
nice.
there was one day I went to my kid's school. I didn't even realize I was
You
wearing
were
that.
wearing it.
Luckily, I had a jacket, and I was about to go to their cafeteria, and the lady in the front goes, "Hey, do you mind zipping up your jacket?" And I look down, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, no, of course."
Dude, that's wild.
Like, oh man, I would have felt so bad.
Oh, that's the other thing. Like, so there's this flower shop like down on the corner of town here,
Uh huh.
and normally like I think a dozen roses is like 19.99 or whatever, but right around Valentine's Day they increased their price to like 39.99 for a dozen
Oh
roses.
my
It's just like,
god.
dude, they do it every year. It's crazy. It's just like so that's why last week I just went and got Courtney like a my wife a plant. It's a flower plant, but I got it so it's in soil so it won't die. And I just swung through Hy-Vee and got it at our grocery store and got it. It was like on sale for like, like $15-$20. I was like, this is good enough. At least it'll last because
Yeah.
those cut flowers, they end up wilting and dying and looking like crap. So
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Um. But now that my girl's not here, what I'm actually thinking of doing, because I'm supposed to be door dashing tomorrow, which
Okay.
I'm going to. But when I'm doing it, I'm gonna go to I think CVS
Yeah.
because they have her favorite flower, which is
Okay.
sunflowers.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
get her a couple sunflowers and probably a Starbucks cup.
Oh yeah. That'll be nice.
So because I don't have a lot, and what I'm using is part of my rent money to get her that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
No,
I don't
that'll
want to
be
take
nice.
too much out.
She'll appreciate that, I'm
Oh
sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
Um.
So DoorDash, and how's that work? Do you get paid like weekly, or is it by at the end of the day every day
It's as uh,
as you go?
so your money is on your card and usable by the end of your dash.
Hmm.
So
Okay.
like today, I only made almost $60,
Okay.
and the moment I stop my dash, that $60 is on my card.
Oh, that's fucking slick.
So,
I
um,
didn't realize that. That's kind of cool.
yeah, and you can get tips and stuff. Like the other
Yeah.
day, I got a $2 tip, which I think
They
that's my
should
first one.
they should give you more money for a tip.
Yeah, but
I always feel bad like not tipping. Like I've had shitty service at a restaurant before, and like it's you feel like shit, like because you know that they're working for a tip or whatever. But it's just like if you're gonna be shitty, like I'm not gonna tip you. But I
yeah,
always feel bad if I don't. You know?
I sadly don't. But that's just because I don't really have the money
Yeah.
to.
No, I always tip. There was one time I think Ed's attended the podcast, so he could probably hear me. But we went out with him and his wife and me and my wife and their daughter, and I think yeah, Lyndon, my daughter was with us too. She was just little, and we went to this restaurant and we were eating, and this waitress was nothing but a fucking bitch. Like she forgot half the shit, and every time we'd be like, "Oh yeah, we needed ranch," and she's like, "Oh, okay," and then she'd go get it, and then she'd be like, "Here's your ranch." Like she was just very snarky and just kind of a snipe, and so I was just like, I even wrote on like on the fucking bill, I was like, it said on the tip line, I'm like, lose the attitude, and I just gave her the amount for the food.
tip. Nice.
I was pissed though, but what really sucked is Ed forgot his fucking debit card there, and we had to go back like 2 days later to get his debit card.
Oh
And I'm like, I hope
no.
that fucking gal's not working, and she wasn't. But
Oh, thank
it
God.
was, it was a classic deal, like, cause like I mean, like yeah, I get that you're busy and you're probably stressed but I mean that is your job ultimately, and you're supposed to, as a waiter or waitress, you're supposed to you know, make people feel comfortable and take care of your clients
Yeah.
while they're eating in your establishment or the establishment you work for. And yeah, when they're shitty, I'm just like, I don't really want to tip this fucking person
Yeah.
because
No.
like
No. Not at all.
they're being fucking shitty. So,
Oh yeah.
but then you have those times where like you're low on money and you actually like have enough to go out to eat and sit down and have a nice meal, and you have a fucking waiter or waitress that just knocks it out of the park, and you're like, I'm gonna have to give them a really good tip, and I don't really have the money to do it. But you
Yeah,
just do it
bro.
because
Like
yeah,
I've dipped into some bills to give someone a tip because they
Oh,
really
yeah.
deserved it. I had some great
Mhm.
service and everything. I also had it to where there was one time it was me, my baby mama, my kids, and my baby mama's boyfriend at the time.
Okay.
We all went to IHOP,
Okay.
and the waiter there, the dude, and he's just eyeballing.
Okay.
And my baby mama obviously knows I swing both ways.
Okay.
So she goes, "What do you think of him?" Like, I mean, he's cute, I guess, but not
Yeah.
looking for anybody. Like, I'm here
Yeah.
spending time with my kids right now. I'm not looking for someone.
Yeah. Trying to get some breakfast or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
You're
leave.
not looking for sausage, just maybe sausage as a side.
You're
That you're not looking for sausage
Right.
now.
So I go and get the kids in the car. They pay and everything. And next thing I know, I get a text. And I'm like, who the fuck is this? It was the waiter. She
How do you get your
wrote
number?
she wrote
Oh,
my
she wrote your
fucking
number?
number on the fucking receipt.
No.
And she told me that after I got a text. I'm like, you gotta
Oh
be
my
shitting.
god.
She's like,
Dude.
don't be a dick. Don't be a dick. And you go, so I was just curious, why'd you write your number down? I'm like, I don't know. Just thought you were cool. Thought we could chill, I guess. After that day, I didn't hear a single word.
No shit.
Yeah, I'm like, all right, cool. I don't gotta deal with you no more.
That's why you don't leave your number on a receipt.
Right?
That's a prime example. Oh my god.
No. Prime example of don't write someone else's name on a
don't
receipt
write.
chat.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. No, one time, me and my wife, we went out and ate at Outback. This was like, I don't think we were married. I think we were just dating. And the waitress there was like so helpful. She was so nice, everything. And then like uh we told her that we didn't have room for dessert, because every time I go to Outback, I always overeat and I'm always fucking stuffed. And so I was like, we don't have room for dessert, and we need a couple to go boxes. She brings out a bag from the back so we can carry and like the boxes, the to go boxes for us. And she goes, there's a piece of cheesecake or two pieces of cheesecake in the bottom of the bag. The cook accidentally cut too many slices, so I'm gonna give you guys each one. And she threw in like 2 loaves of the Outback bread, a bunch of
What?
butter, and yeah. And I was like, Courtney, we're gonna have to tip her like fucking $50. Like this is great. Like
Our
this is
tip
insane.
is the bill of what she just gave
Yeah,
us.
yeah, it was pretty much that. And I've done that a couple times. That's always nice to do when, especially if you see a waitress that's, you think might be struggling or whatever, but they're
Oh
doing
yeah.
a really good job. And yeah, I've tipped the bill a couple of times. It's really nice to do that. And I'm sure that just means the world to them.
Oh
So,
God, yeah.
especially if they've been having a shitty day and then that one thing could turn their whole day around. So,
Yep.
yeah.
I think one thing that helped, because my girl's a waiter.
Yeah.
And the other day she went, and her job doesn't like to give her the best shifts or the best rooms or anything like that. She gets the shit end. Well, that she worked Super Bowl, so
Okay.
it was packed, and she wanted the Super Bowl room.
Yeah.
She didn't get it, but she did come home, and someone tipped her a $50 bill.
Oh, that's awesome.
So that was pretty nice.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I mean, gosh,